Hey guys, welcome to the Legend of Zelda. This is the first out of many part series, and I hope it's going to be fun. This is one of my favorite games, and I'm really looking forward to doing this. So here we are at the beginning, and with this we have three different ways we can go. But first we have to go into the cave because there's something waiting for us in the cave. I think you guys all probably know what it is. Because before we can do anything, we have to go grab a weapon so we can, fight things. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. That's the classic, iconic Zelda right there. The Link. Alright, so now first, I think I remember where we have to go. I think we have to go up, and then freaking Octoroks. These things are the worst. Until you get the blue ring, because then they just fly around and destroy you. There's a fairy. Fairies will restore all your health, I think? I haven't played this game all the way through. I'm not sure if you can catch them in jars in this one. So I think we have to keep going up until we hit the river. I'm just gonna ignore the Octoroks. We have to keep going up, and then we'll hit the river, and then up, and there's the bridge. Alright, I know where we are. But, so, I'm gonna be a wuss right here. Because I really don't want to lose any hearts, because if you haven't played this game, if you don't know, then if you don't have full health, then you can't shoot out your swords like I'm doing right now. And it's a lot easier when you can shoot out the swords. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and do that. And here we go. The blue Octoroks take 2 hits, and the red ones take 1. Oh gosh, that was really close. And then I forgot what those are called. I'll look them up later and let you guys know. But, and then there's another red Octorok. And now we're at the Great Deku Tree. And this is my favorite because everyone loves the Great Deku Tree. Now we're inside, this is the first temple inside the Great Deku Tree. And if you don't know, each temple has multiple rooms, and each temple has a dungeon map, a compass, and multiple keys. And you have to get all the keys to advance further into the dungeon. And the dungeon map will show you where you are in the dungeon, and the compass will tell you where the boss is. So there you go, we just got the first key. And now we're going to go into the next room, and let's see what's in there. And these are called Stalfoses. They're skeleton monsters, and I think they each take 2 hits. And yeah, we got the key from that one, so I figure we might as well not bother with those. So now we have 2 keys, as you can see at the top, and so we're going to unlock a door of 1. We're gonna go in here, and we have more Stalfoses, and I'll probably just kill these ones because it's easy. If I ever have to come back through here, I don't have to worry about them. That was close. That was a rupee. I think that was a 1 piece. I think if it flashes blue and yellow, then it's worth 1, and if it's just blue, it's worth 5 or 10. I don't remember. So here's another room, and these are keys. If you've played any other Zelda game, you know how freakishly annoying these things are. It's ridiculous. So, but as long as you have the full hearts upgrade, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that door for later. I'm gonna go see the other side. That way I don't forget about the door. And all these Stalfoses are here. So here we are in this room, and then more keys. And then, as you can see, there's the compass. So I'm gonna try and make my way over there. Gosh. They start out fast and then they slow down, and when you slow down, that's when it's the easiest to kill them. And sometimes you can only get keys by clearing all the enemies in one room. So usually I try and go ahead and just clear them all, just to make sure that there's nothing in there. I played this temple like once, so I know where most of the keys are. And I really do not know what these enemies are called. I'm not sure. But yeah, so if you move that block, then it opens up the door and it lets you go into there. And there, then you can find the sage, which tells you Eastmost Peninsula is the secret, which I honestly don't know what that means. So I'll just remember that, and then if I ever figure out what that means, I'll let you guys know. I really haven't played this game that much. I've played maybe through the first temple, so this should be pretty fun. I mean, I really like the game though. As soon as you it starts out pretty hard, and as soon as you get more stuff, then it starts getting easier and you start getting used to it. And as you saw right there, we just finally collected the dungeon map. So we have most of the collectibles in the temple. We have the dungeon map, as you can see on the top. It shows you where all the rooms are, and the blinking red light is from the compass, and that tells us where the boss is. So there we picked up another key. Let's unlock this locked door. There we go. And here there are... Oh, I need to look up these names. Hold on. Those are moblins, that's what they're called. Are they? Yeah, they're moblins. So yeah, we'll try and get rid of those. They throw boomerangs, but they only throw them in one direction. They stand still while they throw them, so it's pretty easy. There's another key, so we'll go unlock the door on the left. There we go. And in here we have spike traps. Yeah, spike traps. They're really annoying because when you step in between them, then they go like that. But while they're pulling back, you can usually go ahead and run, but you gotta wait till they're pulling back. Okay, so I got a game over. Luckily, you restart at the beginning of the temple. I'll probably cut forward until I get back to where I was. I'm gonna try and ignore just most of these enemies, so I can just get back to where I was. Because you don't have to recollect keys or anything. So as soon as I do that, here are the keys again. Just walk through the door. Go ahead and walk around them. And try and make my way over there. Okay, good. We still have 3 hearts, full health. We got our sword upgrade. Get rid of the Stalfos. So they'll stand still. There we go. I'm gonna check right now. Got 1, 5 pieces. The blue rupees give you 5 pieces. And now we're back to the moblins. Now back here, I try and like juke them, but you really can't. You just have to stop when you get in there and move a tiny bit, and then there you go, and then that's how you do it. And you activate them again, and then go. And you can push that block right there, and then you can go down into the dungeon. And here you'll find the bow. And you can't use the bow, which it took me a while to find out. But you can't even select the bow if you don't have any arrows. So you're gonna have to go ahead and get arrows for that if you wanna really use it. I don't use it at all in this dungeon. It wasn't very useful. So we're gonna go back upstairs, and okay, now we have to avoid the spike traps again. There we go, and then around, and one more time, back through. Oh, that one almost nicked us, but we're okay. Now we're back to the moblins. Let's go ahead and get that rupee. Now we're back in here. Just go back down. If you look at the map, I'm trying to make my way towards the boss room, but I realized at this point that I had missed the key. So now I had to go ahead and backtrack and then find where I missed, because I thought I hit every single place in the dungeon. That's why I'm killing the monsters right now, to see if it drops a key. But apparently, that one didn't. So and we have them again. I'm just gonna call them like blobs, or like blobs of jelly or something. It's really gross. I can't think of any Zelda enemies that would be like that. That's just the sage, so it wasn't in here. So it must have been in one of the earlier rooms. Maybe it was that Stalfos room I forgot to clear earlier. But I don't know, we'll see. And then here you have to clear the keys so that you can get back into the first room. That's a close one. There we go, now we can go in. And here's the Stalfos again. Stalfos? Stalfis? I don't even know. Yeah, try and get rid of those. And there's the key, so it was. So we had to clear all those inventories. So now we can finally just go back. We can go back to the boss room, and we now have, I don't know if it's the final key, but we have a key to get ourselves that much closer to the boss. Luckily, we don't have to clear this room with keys again. That would be annoying. Okay, so we're gonna make our way back to the boss room. I'll try and count mostly that. So I looked it up, and these are just called gels, which I was close. I called jellies, but yeah. Okay, so now we're back, and I looked them up, and these are actually called Gorias. I've never heard of these before, but they throw boomerangs, and they're probably the hardest boss or hardest enemies in the dungeon, but they're not too big of a deal. It's a lot harder than the moblins, because the moblins you can use your shield, and now we have the boomerang, another iconic weapon. Boomerang was when you throw it, it stuns them, as you can see, and these are the wall masters. They'll bring us back to the entrance if they grab us. And now we're here to the boss. The first boss is called Aquamentus, and you can only hurt him on his head, which I didn't realize for the longest time. And I think I ended up dying to him the first time, and then I lost half a heart, and that just screws you over, because then you can't do anything, or you can't attack him from far. You have to quickly get in and hit him on the head. So I think I died once or twice trying to get past this boss. See, I was really confused why I just couldn't kill him. And I was like, wait, what the heck? So I might once again skip ahead so you guys don't have to watch through all me getting back to him. But yeah, I do die. Half a heart. Boomerang doesn't work. And wait for the opening. Don't do anything. It's a lot easier if you stand in between the two on the top, because then when you move forward, you'll be able to hit his head automatically without having to move up and then back down. We have the wall masters, which it's probably easiest to just run from them. And now we're back to the boss, which I'm going to die again too, because I still didn't realize. That's not even his head, that's his stomach. Maybe the hitbox is really big. Okay, I didn't die. There we go. Well, then we get right there, and we get to the heart piece, and if you see, it increases our life by 1. And finally we find the Triforce of Wisdom. This is the piece we were after the whole time, and I think our dungeon was well spent. So now we're back at the beginning with the Octorok, and we grab a heart. And if you see, now we finally have a piece of the Triforce. And that's our goal, is to fill up the Triforce with all the pieces that Ganon broke. So now I'm back over here, and everything's respawned, so actually I don't think I'm gonna deal with this today. I think we're coming toward the end of the episode, so yeah, don't forget to like and favorite if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.